The polls had barely closed when President Erdogan's supporters flooded the streets in a show of strength. Even amid a crippling economic crisis, theirs is a cult-like devotion. Many thought this might be the end of his two-decade rule, but on the night, Turkey's strongman came out fighting.
We strongly believe that we will continue to serve our nation for the next 5 years.
Everyone was putting that Kemal Kilicdaroglu should get the majority because of the economy, of the bad economy, because of less democracy. But in the end, everyone says Erdogan is the winner.
They might be celebrating, but this is not a victory. With no one reaching the 50% mark, the election will now go to a second round.
Tonight shows that Erdogan's popularity is slipping. He hasn't been in this situation before. Both candidates will now throw everything at it. And with tensions already high here, things could get pretty nasty in the next few weeks.
At a more subdued affair down the road, opposition leader Kemal Kilicdaroglu was defiant. But the reality is he performed far worse than expected.
Seçim balkonda kazanılmaz.
Elections are not won on the balcony. If our nation decides on a runoff with our pleasure, we will definitely win this election in the second round. Everyone will see.
But after winning the first round, momentum is now with President Erdogan. The polls underestimated the strength of his socially conservative base.
Our president is the last defender of Islam. This is why we stand behind him, and we will continue doing so.
Crucially, his alliance has retained his majority in parliament. He can leverage that, a more stable choice than a disparate coalition.
We do not doubt that the choice of our nation, which gave the majority in the parliament to our alliance, will be in favour of trust and stability in the presidential election.
Today at the opposition headquarters, they were packing down a stage that was never used. The victory speech they'd hoped for never came. Instead, this posted to Twitter. "I will fight to the end," Kilicdaroglu says, looking under pressure as his coalition is forced to rethink their strategy.
If Erdogan manages to defeat the opposition alliance joint candidate, then all of these opposition leaders will be discredited. I don't want to say that there won't be any other chance in the near future to defeat Erdogan, but it's going to be an uphill battle, and it's going to be exceedingly difficult.
It's a century since this man, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, founded the modern Turkish state, cast in secular and democratic values. But there are fears that it's a vision in this country's past, and that Turkey might be entering a new era of authoritarian rule.